Here's what's trending on Q107.5.
Okay, so it's 37 degrees right now. Parts of the Mid-South are actually seeing a little bit of snow flurries. Most of us are just seeing rain. Here in East Memphis, it's just raining right now. But this evening, snow. Around 5 o'clock, we have the chance that flurries are going to move in. It's going to last until about 10 o'clock. I hate that it's happening when it's dark because you can't watch it really snow then. And then after that, the temperature is going to go up and then it's going to go back down. So our biggest fear is tomorrow morning, the snow that didn't stick, which none of it's probably going to. It's just going to be water on the roads, and then that's going to lead to icing. So go ahead and plan ahead for tomorrow and know that you might need to leave early because the roads might be bad tomorrow morning. But tonight between 5 and 10 p.m., you could probably see some snow flurries out there.
I don't believe any of the hype. I don't believe any of it. It was 70 degrees 2 days ago.
I
was
know,
wearing shorts.
right?
I had sunscreen on, Liz. I had sunscreen on. I don't believe the hype.
You should still wear sunscreen even if it's snowing.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it was
Sunscreen
70,
every
it was
day.
70 degrees. I was at the beach. We had margaritas. It was fantastic. And now it's snow. I don't believe the hype.
No, you can have a margarita in the snow. Just use the snow instead of ice.
There you
Frost
go.
that mug, you know?
Right.
Also, I just want to give a really big shout out to the Peabody. They made a list for Feather Spa. Feather Spa is ranked number 6 for the entire country for the top 100 spas in the country. I think
Pretty
that's super
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I have both been there.
It's real nice.
Super fancy. They're fabulous, but they're the only spa in all of Tennessee to be included on the list.
Dang, yeah, they should. Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah, they took number 6. I think it's fabulous. And then finally, this is just good news because the economy's doing good in Memphis because the Memphis International Airport has had the busiest December that they've had since 2007. So the numbers came in for like the holiday travel or whatever for Memphis. And they had 4.64 million passengers passing through the airport.
We're going to chalk that up because now Penny Hardaway's the spokesman of the airport.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, so we're just going to chalk it up to all that.
That's what it is. And then that's what's trending in the Mid-South. But make sure you bundle up. It's going to be cold today, and we're going to have snow.
Coming up in 3 minutes, we want to know, have you ever been on the phone with someone you accidentally say, I love you? Uh-oh, that's coming up in 3 minutes. Right now, it's Harry Styles.
Q1075, the number 1 hit music station. Q1075, the number 1 hit music station. Welcomes
I said that I am Post Malone
to the FedEx Forum March 6th.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
Post Malone.
You know I said that I am better now. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Post T. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Post Malone live. Get all the Post Malone concert info
At Q107.5.
That's it, really. What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone.
Hey everyone, it's Megan Trainor.
It's BB Rexa, and you're listening to Q1075 Memphis.
y'all. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
Now, Q107.5.
And 37 degrees in East Memphis, but parts of the Mid-South are seeing some snow flurries right now.
Yeah, if it's snowing out there, please send us pictures at our Facebook page of your snowmen. Because
I don't think they're building snowmen. I don't even know if you can catch it in your hands and keep it, but you might see it in the distance.
Man, I'm telling you, a couple of days ago, it was 70 degrees. Now it's getting snowmen. 375-1075. Liz, when we get in relationships, sometimes we say the L word and we say, I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
And then after a while, your brain just kind of just says it all the time because
Yeah.
you talk to your significant other probably more than anybody. You would figure,
Yeah,
right?
for the most part.
Maybe you talk to your
Some
family.
days I talk to you more than anybody
Right,
else.
right. That's true. That's true. I love you too, Liz. But like when you're talking to your parents too. Oh, okay. Well, I love you too.
Yeah.
Love you too, whatever. Have you ever said I love you on the phone to somebody that wasn't your significant other and you did not mean to? 375-1075.
It's kind of like when you're a kid and you accidentally call the teacher mommy, and then you're like
Yes.
mortified for like the next 30 years, and you don't know why you can't get over it.
That's exactly right. And that's happened to me 100 times too.
Yeah.
Do you ever say that to anybody? Say I love you accidentally?
I think one time I called our boss Bubby because I call my son Bubby, and I was like,
Sure.
all right, Bubby, love you. And I hung up, and I was like, that was really weird.
Did you text them back and be like, sorry,
No,
bro?
I just left it. I just let the awkwardness stay
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
And I was like, I hope he hung up before he heard me say that. Because I was just so used to, because it was right after I had baby Theo. He's like maybe 6 months old. And he was the only person I was talking to for most of the day.
Right.
And I'd be like, oh, I love you, Bubby. Bubby, Bubby, Bubby. And then it just happened.
Years ago, I was in a relationship, and of course, I'm on the phone with work. It's happened twice. On the phone with work, and it's like, all right, cool. I'm in, and I'll come into work. All right, cool, thanks. All right, love you. Wait. And I hung up the phone as well.
You just panic. You're like, I'm not going to acknowledge this awkwardness. I'm out.
To make it even more awkward, they called me back,
Oh, nice.
and they were like, did you just say I love you? Well, yeah, but sorry, man. I thought I was on my girl. And then I give them another conversation and be like,
Yeah.
they're done with that. But then I sent it to a friend of mine, a guy friend of mine, accidentally, and just kind of
Yeah.
same thing. I was like, yeah, trying to get things organized today. All right, cool. All right, man, we'll see you in a little bit. Love you. Whoa, hold on a second.
Well, I say love you to all my friends. Like almost everybody I talk to on the phone, I end it with love you anyways.
Well, yeah, right. But I didn't mean to say that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah.
it's one of your boys. It's your boss at work. You're like, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to say that. You know. And then
Yeah.
they're like, I wonder what they think about you afterwards. You know?
Yeah,
Like
that you're a mess. That you need to get your life together.
or they really love you. I don't know.
Was that a confession that just happened?
The #1 hit music station and no Apple Pay needed. With Laddie and Liz, the laughs are free.
Q107.5.
You got me some type of way. Ain't used to feeling this way. I do not know what to say. Yeah. But I know I shouldn't think about it. So one look at your face. Now I wanna know how you taste. Usually don't give it away. Yeah. But you know I'm already thinking about it. Then I realize
Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
The number one hit music station, Q107.5, Laddie and Liz in the morning.
It's 6:16 and 37 degrees. Parts of the Mid-South are seeing flurries. If you're just seeing rain right now, don't worry. Around 5 p.m. tonight, you're probably going to start seeing flurries as well.
Coming up at 8:25, Show Me Your Cocktail. We have Whiskey Jacks coming in. They're going to make some fantastic drinks, Liz.
I'm excited.
Have you ever said I love you to someone on the phone that wasn't your significant other? 375-1075. And also, I mean, even worse, dude, like you said, you call like your teacher mom.
Yeah.
You ever call someone the wrong name too? I mean, come on, you know?
It like haunts you for some reason when you're a kid. If you call the teacher mommy, like it stays with you for like 15 years. You'll just like wake up in the middle of the night and like a cold sweat and you're like, I called the teacher mommy.
That's never happened to me, but I've called the teacher mommy before and I was hey mom, I mean, and then everyone laughs at you.
Yeah.
But then again, like literally 2 days later, that other kid does it and then you get to laugh back at them. Ha ha, we know it.
See, now when I look back at my youth, I don't remember anybody else doing it. I just remember me doing it and being mortified.
Oh no, that was one of the things that everyone always said. And the other thing that people always say is bye-bye when they hang up on the phone. Like my brother, like me and my brother, we're not really close. But like when we call each other, we'll be like, you know, instead of saying I love you, he'll be like, all right, bye-bye. And I'm like, wait, bye-bye? Like, what are you, a Saturday Night Live character?
He's got a kid, though, that's like 2, right?
Right, but he's been saying that's when he was 15.
Oh,
like,
never mind.
I just say bye. He's like, bye-bye, bye-bye. Hey, Q, who is this?
This is Melissa.
Hey, Melissa, where are you calling in from today?
Memphis.
All right, girl, you ever say I love you to the wrong person?
I haven't, but I've had somebody do it to me. It was actually from your station.
Oh, really?
One of the few times I called in, we were just kind of having a funny conversation, and by the time it ended, it was Joe Mack. He was like, all right, I love you, bye. Oh, sorry, he didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that is fantastic. Joe Mack, are you listeing? Please call me Joe Mack.
Joe Mack is not listening.
Are you kidding me? We should call Joe Mack right now. We should all just call him up and be like, hey, Joe Mack, we love you. But it happens though. I mean, you're doing everything, and he's got 2 daughters.
Kids, yeah.
He's got all this going on, and it's just kind of one of those things that slip
your
your
brain's
mind.
on autopilot sometimes. Yeah.
Right. Hey, have you ever called someone the wrong name too?
The wrong name?
Yeah.
I'm sure I have. Actually, I have somebody at work that calls. I have a girl that I work with, and he has our names mixed, and he calls us by the wrong name every single time, and it's been almost a year now, and we can't even tell him.
No, it's too awkward. You're like, I don't want to tell you this, but that's not my name.
We walk in the office, and we're like, hey, Connie, Bruce said hi.
So check it out. I was bartending over at Corky's for years. You know, Corky's Barbecue down the road?
Yeah.
And so we had to wear name tags, you know? And I'm convinced that, like, when you work at a restaurant, it's easier to people know your name. Oh, hey, whatever, you know? So I'm bartending. My name's Laddie, Latty. Man, this couple's sitting there sitting in front of me for like almost 2 hours. It was a Sunday. They're eating ribs. They're having fun. We're watching football. It was a great, great day. I'm standing in front of them. Everyone's calling me my name. Hey, Laddie this. Hey, Laddie that. And as soon as they leave, they go, all right, Larry, we had a great time.
My phone autocorrects you to Larry every single time.
Me too. Me too. I think I'm going to have to change my name. It's Larry and Liz in the morning. Woo!
Laddie and Liz on Q107.5. Crazier than the flyover during rush hour.
Here's to the...
The sound of Memphis. Q107.5. 1075, the number one hit music station. Concert announcements. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Welcomes
I say that I am Post Malone
to the FedEx Forum March 6th.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
Post Malone.
You know I say that I am better now, better now. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Posty. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Post Malone live. Get all the Post Malone concert info
At Q1075.
That's it, really?
I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1 million deals. Where's my pen? I'm signing. I like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. I like going to the Tula, I put rocks all in my watch. I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. I like proving wrong, I do what they say I can't. They call me Cardi, Cardi, banging body, spicy mommy, hot tamale, hotter than a Somali. Virgo, Ferrari, hop up the stoop, jump in the coupe. Big dip on top of the roof, flexing on as hard as I can. Eating halal, driving a lamb. So that bitch, I'm sorry though. Got my coins like Mario. Yeah, they call me Cardi B. I run this shit like cardio. I'm in district in the chain.
Alright, check this out, Chuck. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
now. Q1075. Q1075. The number one hit music station, Q1075. Q1075. The number one hit music station.
Hall. It's just Polly Boutique for the trendiest fashions in Memphis.
M-Town traffic update.
Okay, friends, we've got crashes. 240 eastbound after Mill Branch. 40 westbound. It's on the entry ramp as you're coming from Sycamore View to get on 40 westbound. US 64 near Gamble, and then Austin P at Yale. And we'll have everything traffic-licious again around 6:50 and as it breaks on the queue. But for on-demand traffic, especially this afternoon when you start getting those flurries, you should go and download our app. Just search Q1075 in the App Store.
And coming up in 3 minutes, the hair appointment that never happened.
Do you love the rain? Does it make you dance when you're drunk with your friends at a party? What's your favorite song? Does it make you smile? Do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me, what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours and 10,000 more. Oh, if that's what it takes to learn that sweetheart of yours. And I might never get there, but I'm gonna try. If it's 10,000 hours or the rest of my life, I'm gonna love you. Do you miss the road that you grew up on? Did you get your middle name from your grandma? When you think about you forever now, do you think of me? When you close your eyes, tell me, what are you dreaming? Everything I wanna know it all. I'd spend 10,000 hours. Life, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you. Yeah. And I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna love you.
The number one hit music station, Q1075. Laddie and Liz in the morning.
It's 6:31 and 37 degrees. Right now it's just raining, but this evening we're going to get a little bit of snow flurries.
Liz had a hair appointment yesterday, or did you
thought.
have a hair appointment yesterday?
Oh my gosh, why is my life in shambles and why am I such a mess? So yesterday I had one of my more embarrassing moments, and it's that I had a hair appointment at 11:30 on Wednesday,
Right.
with my girl Cassie. And so I went and got Boo Bear. Boo Bear dropped me off at my hair appointment, right? And it's over there in Collierville or whatever. And so I rode over with Boo Bear. He drops me off. He goes to drive away. And then I go into the hair salon and I'm like, hey, I'm a little early. I have 11:30 with Cassie. And they're like, looked at me and they're like, Cassie doesn't work today.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, oh, well, and they were like, well, what's your name? Let's look it up. And so I gave them my name and they were like, oh, that's tomorrow. And I was like, are you sure? I put it in my calendar for today. And they're like, no, it's tomorrow. And so I like went through my email and I even confirmed the appointment for Thursday.
Right.
I'm sure they said Thursday.
Right.
I just like messed it up in my head, and I just like awkwardly like walked. I was like, okay, thank you, and I just like walked backwards out the door. And so I was trying to catch Boo Bear before he left, but he was just pulling out of that parking lot, right?
Sure.
So I started calling him, and it kept going straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail, straight to voicemail. And I was like, why is his phone not turned on? It is 2020. And then
he knows you're calling him for money to pay for that hair appointment.
Oh, I make my own money. Thank you very much. But so anyways, I call him. I knew that he and Theo were going to Target. So I like waited 5 minutes. I called the Target in Germantown and tried to have them paged, but apparently they don't do that.
You called the Target?
Yes, because I don't know why. I like regressed back to some awkward middle school
is there
years.
a Boo Bear here? There's a Boo Bear here.
It doesn't sound that awkward, but I was just like really like embarrassed and awkward and just like wandering the strip mall in Collierville. Like, well, what do I do now? What do I do now? Well, I'll just stand here. Oh no, people are looking at me. Okay, can they tell I'm still standing out here? Does it, like, I just got like really embarrassed. And then finally, after like 30 minutes of just being outside in the cold air of Collierville, on the mean streets of Collierville, you know, Boo Bear finally called me back because I called him 37 times, sent him 15 text messages.
You called Target looking for the guy. You called I mean, what?
I left him one voicemail that was happy, like, hey, give me a call back. And the next one was like, you better call me back as soon as you get this. And finally he called me. And I even tried calling him through Facebook. And so finally he called me back and he's like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I'm in Target. I guess Theo put the phone on airplane mode. And he came back and picked me up. And even though the whole thing was my fault, like I'm the one that forgot about my hair appointment.
Sure.
I was mean to him for like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no, don't be. Wait, hold on.
I was like, how dare you not answer my calls?
Right.
And he was like,
how did you just like not check the appointment before you left?
I put it in my calendar wrong.
Oh.
So, like, my calendar gave me a notification, but in my calendar where they sent me the confirmation, I had it in my calendar where I wrote it on Wednesday, and then they sent me the thing for Thursday. So my calendar said that it was on Wednesday. I thought it was on Wednesday.
Now, like yesterday, you said that you track your husband and on his phone.
Yeah.
Did you track him at Target?
No,
and that's why
because
you called Target, or you just randomly was like,
knew.
I bet that dude's at Target?
Well, no, I knew that he was going to Target because baby Theo was demanding Target. He just likes to walk around. I taught him some bad habits. But no, his thing was like, cannot be found. And it's because it was on airplane mode. And like, I get it. Baby Theo did it. He was playing with his phone. When I got out of the car. And he like knocked it into airplane mode because it's fun to like swipe down and push the airplane, I guess.
That's the excuse I use all the time. Yeah, my phone's on airplane mode. Yeah, I didn't. It was on airplane mode.
I know, that's what I said. I was freaking out on him. And he was like, baby, this was your fault. Baby,
Golly.
you should have wrote the proper time down. And I was like,
dude, you should have owned it. You should have owned the fact that you were there. Man, you should have done something. Walked up to people, asked if you could do their hair.
I should have just
while you're in there.
Well, the thing is, I got
You should ask for money on the side and like, look, I'm trying to get home. That would have been a great bit to do.
I almost called our coworker Kieran for a ride. I was like, I don't know what to do. And
she
like,
lives in Millington.
She was here at work
though.
It was lunchish time. But so like, I don't know why. Like, they're very nice people where I get my hair done. I just got like really embarrassed.
Sure.
And I just didn't want them to know that I was stranded. I don't know, some weird middle school insecurity kicked in. I was like, I can't go back in there.
Man, you should have been like, all right, hold on a second. I'm gonna go back here and wash my hair while I'm waiting for my husband.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even have. I'm not even gonna have to charge you for it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna charge you. I'm gonna do my hair. I'll just start this process and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
When is your hair appointment?
I think it's today.
Do you think or do you know? Should we check this out real quick?
We probably should
Let's check real quick. Let's check real quick.
I mean, I got the confirmation says it's today at 11:30.
Yeah, and you got it yesterday too. We just want to make sure. Cassie, can we call Cassie? Is that her name?
That's what I need to do. I need to be like, Cassie.
Cassie needs a call up here real quick.
What's happening? It says, I got a text that says, confirm your appointment for Thursday, February 6th at 11:30 a.m. And I clicked it and I confirmed it on Sunday, but apparently didn't pay attention. And they even sent me a reminder on Tuesday that my appointment was on Thursday.
Liz, get it together.
I'm a mess.
It's all right. It's all right. If you go there today and no one's there to cut hair or whatever, just pull the scissors out.
I'm also wearing all black today and randomly a pair of navy blue shoes. So
it's all right. Hey, at least you showed up to work on time.
A little bit, yeah.
There you go. Hey, coming up in 3 minutes, it is E on the Q.
Oh, look who's up.
Laddie and Liz.
The Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone.
Hey everyone, it's Megan Trainor. It's BB Rexa, and you're listening to Q107.5 Memphis.
Hey, check this out, Chuck. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
Now, Q107.5.
And that is no phones in the bed.
Wrong. It should be eat a Hostess cupcake, but whatever.
Yeah, I agree with this, though. So she said that they try to be present, you know, whatever, like talk to each other, have conversations. But
Right.
also, there's all these studies that say it's really bad to, like, fall asleep looking at your phone, which, whoops, been doing that one for years.
Right.
Because of the light and stuff. It makes it harder for you to sleep and reach your REM cycles. But she says they, like, are allowed to have books they can read in bed. But, like, I don't know. Have you ever played Toy Blast until you fell asleep? There's something so magical about the glow of that phone. You know what I mean?
And then just, you know.
It's like a friend that never leaves you.
Dude, I'm telling you, I play games all the time in that. But I think that's so weird how, like, you know.
There's people that have the rule, though, like no television in the bedroom.
Right.
That way, like, you're forced to have conversation with your significant other.
But do you think they're on their? Do you think they're on their social medias and stuff like that?
That's what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know.
Well, they get so many. I mean, they get way more people hitting them up. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah, they
get
probably have
millions of
constant
people.
notifications.
Right. You think that's what they do? You think they run their own social media?
Maybe.
They probably have like Justin Bieber. Someone runs his, but he's probably like.
Well, that's like,
something else.
I don't know if everybody does it the same, but I know with Adele, she has to send her post to somebody on her team for them to post it for her to like proofread it and make sure she's not saying anything horrible.
Yeah, after 3 Jaeger shots, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's what happened is one time she posted by herself drunk and they were like, we're going to take your social media from you.
Yep,
Also,
mine.
Selena Gomez, she's like, did an interview and she was like looking back at her career and she was talking about what she liked about when she started out on Disney and what she didn't like.
Right.
And she said she liked how like innocent she was and how ready she was to take on the world. But when she looks back at all that stuff, she cringes at her fashion choices. And if y'all remember, man, those early to late 2000 to 2010s, those Disney stars, they had them dressing in some outlandish outfits.
Right.
Bright colors, skinny scarves. So she said she cringes and she says that. But finally, we might be getting a Baby Yoda spinoff.
Really?
Yeah, so The Mandalorian's coming back for a second season, and yesterday there was like an earnings call, which I guess is where the CEO speaks to the filthy rich people that contribute to the company and make money off of it.
Yeah.
And he said in season 2, there's going to be new characters that are introduced, and from there they're going to work on doing some spin-offs because it's been so successful.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really
I
neat.
don't-
But I hope they don't screw it up, though.
They probably
You know?
will.
Well, they had the original Star Wars, and then they added to that, and I was like, okay, it's great. Some people are going to whatever. But now, just don't screw it up, you know?
Well, this is just off of the whole Mandalorian thing.
Right, but it's still under the Star Wars umbrella,
Imagine,
you know?
though,
So,
like a whole fleet of Baby Yodas and how cute that would be, you know?
right? Well,
I would just want to cuddle and snuggle them. And I'm Liz, and that's your E on the Q.
When Allstate agents and employees go to work every day, their number one priority is protecting what matters most to you. For military veterans, that instinct to protect also comes naturally. No wonder thousands of veterans build good careers with Allstate. And now, Allstate is ranked the number one employer on the 2020 Military Friendly Employers list. You're in good hands with Allstate.
For career opportunities or to get a quote, contact Allstate today. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hey, it's Liz from Laddie and Liz in the Morning. Are you having a hard time finding the perfect gift for your Valentine? How about treating them to LASIK this year? My friends at Eye Specialty Group have a state-of-the-art LASIK facility and an awesome staff who will make sure your Valentine is truly taken care of this Valentine's Day. Just give them a call at 901-443-3600 today and find out how your Valentine can #see the difference at Eye Specialty Group. Eye Specialty Group, proud partners of the Memphis Tigers.
M-Town traffic update.
Okay, friends, we're all sorts of trafficy out there. If you are in DeSoto County, we have a crash on Highway 51 and State Line. We've got another accident, 40 westbound at the flyover. It's got the right lane blocked. Crazy Woe backing us up already, so just heads up on that. Also, more smash-ups, US 51 near Lucy, 240 eastbound after Mill Branch, US 64 near Gamble, and then Austin P at Yale. And we'll have everything trafficy again around 7:30 and as it breaks on the queue. But for on-demand traffic, especially this afternoon and evening as we get some snow flurries, you're going to want to go and download our app. It's Q1075. Just search for it in the app stores.
And coming up at 7 o'clock, we want to know, what game show would you win and what game show would you lose? Right now, it's Ed Sheeran. You're beautiful people.
Saturday night in the summer, sundown and they all come out. Lamborghinis and they're renting Hummers. The party's on, so they're heading downtown. Everybody's looking for a come up, and they wanna know what you're about. Me in the middle with the one I love it. We're just trying to figure everything out. We don't fit in well, 'cause we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation. Stunning, dear, so don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top designer clothes, front row fashion shows. What you do and who'd you know? Inside the world of beautiful people. Champagne and rolled up nose, prenups and broken homes. Surrounded but still alone. Let's leave the party. That's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Yeah, that's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Drove for hours last night and we made it nowhere. I see stars in your eyes when we're halfway there. I'm not fazed by all the lights and flashy cameras. 'Cause with my arms around you, there's no need to care. We don't fit in well, we are just ourselves. I could use some help getting out of this conversation here. You look stunning, please, don't ask that question here. This is my only fear, that we become beautiful people. Top designer clothes, front row fashion shows. What you do and who'd you know? Inside the world of beautiful people. Champagne and rolled up nose, prenups and broken homes. Surrounded but still alone. Let's leave the party. That's not who we are. We are not beautiful. Yeah, that's not who we are. We are not beautiful. We are not beautiful.
Oh, look who's up. Laddie and Liz.
The Q Morning Show.
On Q1075.
Never need a chick, I'm what a chick needs.
sound of Memphis. Q107.5. Q1075, the number one hit music station.
This afternoon around 5 p.m., we're supposed to have some snow flurries move in. The thing is, though, is when the snow starts falling, it's not technically going to be freezing out.
Right.
So it shouldn't stick. You probably won't see
no snowmen?
No snowmen. It'll just be pretty to look at. But the problem is it's going to go from 5 until 11.
Right.
It's just going to make the roads wet. But then after that, a couple hours around 5 a.m.
Don't
tomorrow.
Don't say it.
That's when it gets freezing, and there's a chance it's going to cause ice on the road.
That's what I didn't want you to say.
I know. I would way rather have pretty fluffy snow to play in than just icy roads.
Yeah, hold on. I'm checking it out too. Yeah.
You're looking at it, yeah.
Yeah, the interweb. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, I just hate that. 30 degrees, man. 30 degrees at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
I know, and it was a beautiful, like you said, 70 degrees on Sunday and Monday.
It was patio weather.
I know.
Dude, I mean, even like last week, it was like 45. I ended up still going golfing, whatever. And then next thing you know, 2 days later, it's 60. I'm like, all right, I'm going to go play. And then all of a sudden, it's the next day, it's almost 68, 70 degrees.
It was getting too warm for a cardigan. I was starting to sweat and get uncomfortable in my leggings.
Dude, it was just horrible.
And now I'm like, I need double cardigans, please.
I just don't like it. It's like you wake up one day and like, because we wake up really early.
Yeah,
and if it's super cold outside, we can feel that. I don't care how much the heat is. You can still feel it when you wake up. But then when it's warm outside, you're like, all right, you wake up good. You're like, oh, I mean, it's going to be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, today I woke up and I was like, I don't want to do this. It's going to be too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
When it's cold like this, I have to be like a nighttime shower. Otherwise, I won't like shower in the morning. I'll be like, I'm too cold.
See, I'm reverse. I've tried this too. When I start doing mornings, I was like, I'm going to take a shower at nighttime and I can get more sleep during the day, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that doesn't happen. When I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm groggy and I'm like, dude, I got to have something to like wake me up.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh, right.
That's my secret.
Right. Well, I never really drank coffee until I started doing this because it works. It's the miracle drug.
Yeah.
And
caffeine.
right. And so now I go ahead and I take a shower in the morning just to be like, wake up, I'm ready to rock and roll. And it's just like that little small thing. Shower, dress, door, work. Four steps in my life. And
you don't do 15 minutes where you just stare at the wall?
What?
Like I do that every morning. Like right after I get up, I just like sit and I just like stare at the wall. I have another alarm that goes off for 15 minutes after I'm supposed to wake up. That way, in case I stare at the wall and fall asleep, I'll get up.
It's so weird. My body, I mean, I'm always on the go and I'm kind of, I want to say like an energy kind of dude, you know?
Yeah.
And as soon as I literally wake up, it's kind of like, it felt like my body feels like it's been up for like 3 or 4 hours. So I'm like, all right, here we go. Now all I got to do is just to kind of wake up is maybe throw a little coffee or something into it. But
I have to stare at the wall for 15 minutes and contemplate life.
Oh, no. Not at all. No, not at all. No.
I don't mean to.
If you
but
stare
I'll
at
just
the-
like look at my clock on my phone and I'll be like, oh God, okay.
Look, tomorrow when you wake up and you stare at the wall for 15 minutes, see if you can maybe do something with
I know.
with the weather. You
Yeah,
know, try that out. Just ask somebody, hey, can someone change this for me?
I get here so much earlier if I wasn't staring at the wall for 15 minutes every morning.
Q1075's taking your playlist. Slide into our DM.
At Q1075.
Hey guys, it's Halsey.
What's up, it's Shawn Mendes.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift.
Hello, it's Luis Capaldi here.
Hey, it's Lizzo, and you're listening to Q1075.
Q1075. The number one hit music station, Q1075. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q1075.
this is Charlie Puth.
He's the man.
What's good, y'all? This is Post Malone.
Getting my adrenaline going.
Hey, this is Logic.
I want to get that.
This is The Q. Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
The sound of Memphis. Q107.5. Q1075, the number one hit music station.
FM.
Germantown, Memphis. Laddie and Liz, the Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
Good morning, Memphis. Good morning, Liz.
Morning, it's 7:05 and 36 degrees. The exciting news in the weather is around 5 o'clock today. We are going to have snow flurries move in. They're going to last until about 11 o'clock. The thing is, though, is it's not going to be like super, super cold when it happens.
Right.
So nothing's going to stick. Nothing's going to no snowmen or snow angels. But the sad part is after it falls and then it melts, the roads are going to be wet. And then the temperature drops. There's a good chance we're going to have some ice tomorrow morning. So go ahead and plan ahead now. Probably give yourself some extra time tomorrow and then just bundle up because it is going to be cold.
Boo! Boo!
I know.
I hate icy roads.
I do too.
Worst
and I want to
thing
make
ever.
a snowman.
8:25. Show me your cocktail. We're going to have in Whiskey Jacks, which is going to be fantastic. Also at 8 o'clock, we want to know, what can you admit that you're bad at? We are all bad at certain
Everything.
things. Right. And of course, coming up here in 3 minutes, we want to know, if there's a game show, which one would you win if you were on it? And what game show would you lose if you were on it? That's coming up next in 3 minutes. Right now, it's Post Malone. You're going to see him at the FedEx Forum March 6th. Win your tickets here with Q107.5.
Check this out, Chop. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
Now, Q107.5. Q107.5.
And 36 degrees.
And we all do it. We're watching TV, our favorite shows, 375-1075, and we're talking about game shows.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching like, dude, I could answer that.
Yeah.
Man, I know that puzzle. Dude, I got the answer. You're betting too much money.
Yeah.
If you were on a game show, what game show would you win at? And what game show would you lose at? 375-1075. Liz, I know you and I both watch game shows.
Yeah.
I have a game show on my phone. I love it so much. I'm going to show you right now.
What is it?
I think I showed you the other day.
Did you?
I don't know.
What is
Here
it?
is.
Let me see.
Here it is. Come on, get the ad out of the way. Boom.
Oh, your Family Feud.
I
Yeah.
love Family Feud. I
Okay.
love Family Feud. Because I think way outside the box.
Yeah.
And now Family Feud's getting a little more, it's current, it's
Yeah.
super current,
They like poll people at the mall. That's how they
Right.
get the answers.
They
yeah.
do, yeah. They had some shows here, like some auditions, and some people are trying to get on there as well. But I love Family Feud. I think that if I was on there, not with my family, but somebody else's family,
Yeah.
I think we would actually
I
win.
think if I was on there with my family, I would start feuding because, like, my sister would give an answer and I would just be in the back of the line and be like, "Come on, that was a terrible answer."
Instead of like clapping,
Like,
being
yeah.
like, "Good answer, good answer."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't be supportive at all. I'd be
I
like
love it.
rolling my eyes, like, "Thanks, Jess. You just cost us the car."
And look, here's what's crazy about it is they say we ask 100 people. You
Yeah.
know? So I figure out of 100 people, one person might think like me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
You get those weird answers. There's only like 3 on the board.
Right, but still you get on the board, and then hopefully if they don't get one, you get a shot. Now, I'm not saying the rest of my family would be good at it.
Yeah.
Literally, I'm not saying that because I know my family. They
Yeah.
would give like just the most obvious answer. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Like, name something you write with. And they're gonna be like, oh, pen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Your foot, when you both your hands are in casts and you need to write something, write with your foot. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Someone may have said that.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think I would win at that game. What would you win at?
I think I would win at Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, I'm really good at puzzles, like word puzzles. And I think it's because I'm so competitive. Because when I was younger, my sister, she's 2 years older than me, and she's always been better at me than everything.
Sure.
Like every single thing she's somehow done better at than me. And so we would watch it when my mom was like making dinner at night. And I would have to solve it before she could. So I would like work really, really hard just so that I could be right before her.
Right.
And it just kind of carried into adulthood.
I like Wheel of Fortune. I think I could do Wheel of Fortune. The problem is that when you spin the wheel, you just don't know what you're going to get.
Well, you can't get greedy. Once you know what that puzzle is, you've got to solve it.
You have to solve it.
Yeah.
Because you get bankrupt or
Yeah.
now they got new stuff on there, right?
Yeah, my grandma, she's originally, she's since passed, rest in peace, but she was originally from Germany and English was her second language.
Right.
And she learned how to speak English from Wheel of Fortune and watching soap operas.
That's awesome.
And so it was like a thing in our family where we would all watch it together. And there's actually this picture of me and her on the couch, one of those 80s couches. You know what I'm talking about? Those brown ones with the texture on it.
Right.
Back in like 1991, watching Wheel of Fortune, and you see Pat Sajak on the TV.
Yeah.
So it's like been going on forever in my family, and we all watch it. We'll be like, "Did you see it last night?" Yeah, no, they totally bombed that.
I watched it the other day, actually.
Mhm.
And I don't really watch Wheel of Fortune. I'm really not at the house a lot that time to watch it. But
I recorded on my DVR. That's how dedicated I am.
oh, no, that's a problem.
Like on a Saturday, I will literally watch, if I've missed any that week, I
Right.
watch it. And baby Theo, ever since he was a little baby too, he tries to solve them.
Nice.
And I've got a video of him too when he was like maybe 9 months old. No, 9 or 10 months old because he's standing.
Right.
And he's yelling letters at the TV. He doesn't know
Good,
how
yeah.
to solve it. He doesn't know what the words are, but he hears like me and Boo Bear be like, "An R! Clearly there's an R in there." And so Theo's just like, T!
We've watched this show forever. It's been on for years and years,
Yeah.
decades, literally.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it the other day, and man, they made Vanna White's job so easy. Like, I haven't seen it
Well,
forever.
she used to have to work a lot harder.
No,
because
she used to like have to press the
She used
thing.
to have to turn
and
the
the
letters.
letter turned around. Now she just walks up and she just presses the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's no fun. Like, you just press it. Come on, you gotta
Yeah.
make work a little bit harder.
Well, technology, it's just evolved. And I'm glad they've still kept around. And
That's
you know,
true, yeah,
Pat
yeah.
Sajak, he got sick. Oh my God, I'm nerding out so
No,
badly.
it's all right.
right
This
now.
is your show.
He
Go.
got sick. What was it, like a month or so ago, right? And so she had to host the show. She's been hosting the show with different co-hosts, and he's come back. I think it's been like within the past couple weeks.
Right.
But yeah, so she's had to step her game up. She's just like there waiting. You know what I mean? She's like the alternate.
You'd kill it though. You'd kill it on there. You'd
Oh,
win.
100%. I'd bring so much money home.
What about you, Mid South? 375-1075. What game show would you be good at?
I do my head toss.
Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q1075.
The sound of Memphis. Q1075.
We watch TV and we watch these game shows. 375-1075. What game show would you be good at? Liz, I'm telling you, Family Feud, I'd be great at if I used somebody else's family.
I believe you, though. Yeah, because you're a little, not weird, but you're good at coming up with out-of-the-box ideas. So
Right.
you'd probably be the one to get that last one on the board nobody ever thinks of.
I think I'm creative. So I can give something you may not think about. Of course, you were talking about Wheel of Fortune. We all love that show as well.
Yeah, it's like a family tradition for my people.
375-1075. What game show would you be good at? Hey, Anna, you there?
Yes,
Anna, where are you calling from today?
Collierville.
Collierville. All right, girl, you're on a game show and you're going to win it. What game show is it?
Family Feud.
Family Feud?
Oh, you could join Laddie's family. You guys could play
That's
together.
what I'm talking about. Why? Now look. Now, Anna, now you're in an audition. You didn't know you're calling. Now you're auditioning to be part of my family now, okay?
Okay.
Why would you be great at Family Feud?
I know a lot of dumb things.
Me too.
Obscure things that people wouldn't even think of.
I love that. I love that idea. Plus, I really just want to go hang out with Steve Harvey.
Definitely.
I think he literally is like being a radio host and being in this industry. I think he's one of the people. He's so clever. He's on top of it, and just his mannerisms. You're just like, I know I said something dumb, but I deserve whatever you're about to give me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, he's great. I love watching him.
I tell you this. One other thing I noticed about having like dumb knowledge, you know what it'd be?
What?
Jeopardy.
Oh yeah.
Like
No. I disagree. That would be my worst game is Jeopardy.
Right. No, it's mine too. But dumb knowledge, like I don't know. I don't know.
I could do Celebrity Jeopardy where they give them the easier questions.
Yes.
Or when they
There
do
you
Kids
go.
Week. Now, when they do the college tournament, those kids, they're way too smart. But when it's like the Harry Potter questions, I'm like, excuse me, what is the Goblet of Fire?
Go ahead.
I know a little bit about Harry Potter. I have a granddaughter who loves Harry Potter, and every year we have to go to Universal Studios just for Harry Potter.
That's living your good life right there.
I'm telling you, and they even have those things. They have Harry Potter trivia out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's fantastic. Hey, Anna, thanks for the call. And you passed the audition, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a great day.
You too.
Thanks, you too. 375-1075. Whitney, you there?
I'm here.
Whitney, where are you calling from today?
Calling from Bartlett.
Bartlett. All right, girl. Game shows, what would you dominate at?
I think I'd be really good at Let's Make a Deal, but more specifically the part where Wayne Brady asks, like, if something is in your purse.
Because you have everything in your purse, don't you?
Well, I seem to have more strange items than I do intentional items.
Yeah? Like what?
So, well, I have, like, toys and things that you wouldn't normally have because I like to have toothbrushes wherever I go, so I have toothbrush in my purse along with toothpaste.
Hold on.
Hold
on a second. Liz, ask her a question see if she would have it or not.
Do you have scissors?
I do have scissors.
You do?
My mom actually taught me always to keep scissors.
You never know when you need them.
You just never know.
And it's also can be a second use as a weapon.
Do you have gum?
Right.
Do you have gum in your
always
purse?
have gum.
You know what else I have? Do you have unexplainable crumbs at the bottom of your purse that you don't know where they originated from?
Yes, and I don't ever eat, like,
That's what I'm
on the go,
saying.
so I don't know where
This is
I'm
getting
not
good.
putting cookies in there. Why are there crumbs?
Whitney, this is getting good. We're going to get you on the show. Let me ask you this. Do you have lip gloss?
Lip gloss?
Like a flavored colored lip gloss?
Flavored color? No, I have clear.
Ooh, I'm sorry. We're going to have to go on to the next.
I didn't win.
No, but that's fantastic. I love that show, too. Let's make a deal.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's really neat. Hey, thanks for the call, Whitney.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thank you. What about you, Mid-South? 375-1075. What game show would you be good at?
How about a little music?
Hi, this is Harry Styles.
This is Camila Cabello.
Hey, I'm Ed Sheeran.
The number one hit music station.
Q1075. Q1075.
Memphis.
It's been 24.
Q1075. The number one hit music station, Q1075. Q1075. The number one hit music station.
Baby Theo watches it with us, and I have this video. I'm going to post it up on social media. But it's Baby Theo, and he is 13 months old, and he's in a baby jail.
Sure.
And he's watching
a baby jail.
A baby jail, like when they start walking, you gotta you gotta keep them maintained so they can't get away.
I'm like, man, y'all take that game way too
Yeah, we
seriously.
sure
You putting
do.
people in jail.
But he's in the baby jail, and he's watching Wheel of Fortune with us, and he's trying to solve the puzzle. And I'm going to play it, and I hope you can hear it.
He's yelling. E.
No, he says, it sounds like he says G, and so Boo Bear goes G, and he goes D. Yelling at him, trying to solve the puzzle.
That's awesome. That's pretty good.
And he can't even really walk yet, hardly, but he's out here playing Wheel of Fortune, and I love it so much.
See, even Theo wants to be on a game show.
I know.
We all want to be on a game show. If you were on a game show, which one would it be, and how awesome would you be at it? Hey, Lauren, you there? Yeah. Today.
I'm calling from Hernando.
Hernando. All right, girl, you're on a game show. Which one would it be, and how awesome would you be at it?
Supermarket Sweep.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen. That's the best show ever.
I love that show so much, and I am poor, and groceries are expensive.
You be going straight for the meat and diapers every time. I remember that show.
Every single time.
If you don't remember Supermarket Sweep Mid-South, do me a favor, Google it.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. Google it, figure out whatever you need to do, because that, I think, is, as I'm getting older, the best game show of all time.
Oh, yeah.
I called in earlier, and I told you how you can actually get on that show, right? They're bringing it back.
Yeah, they're doing a reboot with it.
I'm aware of that. I am incredibly excited.
So there's a station out there. It's called the Game Show Network, right?
Yeah.
GSN. Yeah. They have Family Feud on there, Wheel of Fortune, and they also have Supermarket Sweep, okay? So I literally want to be on Family Feud, hands down. I went to their website, and they said that they're going to start rebooting those shows and other ones, and if you want to be on that show, they give you a website that you can actually submit to be on the show.
I'm literally going to go to work and do that today.
You want to know
I don't blame
sad?
you. You absolutely should.
I've submitted to be on Wheel of Fortune 3 times, and they've
Really?
never picked me. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, it's because y'all are scared. You know I'd win too much money up in there.
Right. Hey, okay, so Supermarket Sweep, what's the first couple things you're buying off that thing?
Okay, first of all, meat. It's incredibly expensive. And maybe if they allow it, which I doubt they would, the Visa cards with like the gas and stuff on it.
Oh, yeah. Now, that's new. That's new age. They didn't have that back in the day.
Yeah.
They didn't, but gas is expensive.
Here's how they got...
I have no use for like 5 water hoses. I have no use for that.
Look, here's how they get you on this show, okay? This is how they get you on the show. It's basically 3 teams, and you go out and you have to go find stuff and bring it back, and whoever has the most money gets to do the big shop, okay? Remember the big inflatables that they would have of like A&W, like diapers or whatever, and then people go to grab those first, and then when they take it off, it's like, oh, it's only $50.
Yeah,
you know, like it gypped you.
I'm talking like steak. I'm gonna eat good.
And diapers are expensive too.
Yeah, that's how you get that money in that cart.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to the network right now. I'm going to find out. We're going to get on this show. That's exactly what we're
Y'all
going to do.
can partner up, too. I like
We're
this.
a team of 3.
Woo!
Oh, you don't want me on this. Cardio's not my strong suit.
Don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me
The sound of Memphis. Q107.5. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Concert announcements. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Welcomes
I said that I am Post Malone
to the FedEx Forum March 6th.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
Post Malone.
You know I said that I am better now, better now. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Posty. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Post Malone live. Get all the Post Malone concert info
at Q1075.
That's it, really? What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone.
Hey everyone, it's Megan Trainor. It's Phoebe Rexa, and you're listening to Q1075 Memphis.
Check this out, Chuck. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
Now, Q1075. Q1075. The number one hit music station, Q1075. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q1075.
The number one hit music station, Q1075. Laddie and Liz in the morning.
741 and 36 degrees.
Ask the Q. If you have any questions or need some advice, you can email us at asktheq@q1075.com. It says, my boyfriend wants to do the whole big ordeal for Valentine's Day next week, and I honestly just feel like staying at home and eating pizza. I don't want him to feel like I don't appreciate his hard work or anything, or his planning, but it's been so hectic lately. The idea of working all day long, then having to go home and get dressed up, and then go out, it just feels like too much. Am I being a brat? or should I suck it up? And that's from Bailey, who's 27 years old. Valentine's Day, Liz, it's a big day for people.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently not for Bailey, though.
You know what, though? I get that, especially if you work like a 9 to 5 or an 8 to 6 job or whatever. And by the time you get out at 6 o'clock and then you sit in traffic and then you get home and then you got to redo your makeup and then you got to put on Spanx and then you got to put on tights and then you got to do this and you got to do that. Next thing you know, it's like 7:15 and you were trying to hurry up through the whole ordeal.
Right.
So then your eyeliner's kind of smudged, but you don't have time to fix it. Then you got to go out and you've been talking all day to people that you work with and you got to make conversation and all that. I can understand how it can be exhausting. Listen, before I had this job, I was a telemarketer, and the last thing I wanted to do after working in like a customer servicey whatever was have to talk to people. And I know that sounds so bad.
The person you love on Valentine's Day, yeah, talking to them just sucks, right?
Like the waiter talking, making small talk, like all that just seems exhausting sometimes. So I get where Bailey's coming from, but if dude's going through all this work to plan you a special day, maybe he needs the night out more than you do. You know what I mean? Maybe it's something special for him. So you know what I suggest you do? Valentine's Day is on a Friday.
Right.
Why don't you just celebrate it on Saturday?
It's not a bad idea.
Like, I know it's not the official holiday. Like, what if you just did, like you were talking earlier about like a heart-shaped pizza on the actual Valentine's Day, maybe do some making out on the couch. And then on Saturday, you can do the whole rigmarole because then you can sleep in a little bit and then put your Spanx on.
Bailey, suck it up. Bailey, suck it up. You're being a brat. Suck it up.
Yeah?
Easy money. Look, it's one day a year. It's one day a year. And I get it. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. It's that one time. If you have someone who's caring for you, and life is life, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't sign up for these things or we have to work certain jobs like us. I mean, we're by 7 o'clock at night, like you're talking about, we're tired.
I'm already asleep most nights.
Right. I mean, we're tired.
Yeah.
And some people go to work and as soon as they hit the door at 8 or 9 o'clock, they are busy till 5 o'clock. And it's everything you said. And I get that. Then you got to go home and do X, Y, Z. But the problem is this. It's one day a year. It's one day that you can say, you know what? I'm going to do this or I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier. I'm going to be in a positive attitude to go out because this person loves me so much that they feel the same way I do mentally and physically and emotionally with our relationship that I'm going to go ahead and just do what I need to do and just suck it up.
Just go through the motions.
Just go through it, man. Dress up, be nice. Because look, man, you got new friends on Instagram and you want to take those pictures and show off what you're doing.
Yeah.
Brag to your friends you got someone that cares about you. Brag to your family that this person loves you so much they're willing to bend over backwards for you. And this is your day, regardless if it's a man treating a woman or a woman treating a man or whatever it is.
Woman treating a woman.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is. Your significant other, even if it's family, you take your family out for Valentine's Day because, or whatever. Do it. Suck it up. It's one day a year, Bailey. Come on. Easy money. If you have any questions or need some advice, you can email us. We are at AskTheQ at Q1075.com. Coming up in just 3 minutes, it's E on the Q.
The number one hit music station.
I went 5 seconds of summer.
Yo, it's Billie Eilish.
Hey, I'm Ed Sheeran.
The sound of Memphis. Q1075. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Concert announcements. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Welcomes
I said that I am Post Malone
to the FedEx Forum March 6th.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow.
Post Malone.
You know I said that I am better now, better now. It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Posty. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Post Malone live. Get all the Post Malone concert info
at Q1075.
That's it, really?
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So I'll go, I will go.
Can't keep up with all the haps in Hollywood? Don't worry. The Q lives for it. E on the Q.
Meghan Trainor is opening up about mental health, and she's talking about the time she almost had a panic attack on live television. So she did an interview, and she said she was on TV with Gayle King, and they were presenting the nominees for the Grammys.
Right.
And this was the year after she won a Grammy, right? Meghan Trainor did. And she said the entire time as they were like reading through the list, in the back of her mind, she was like, don't pass out on TV, don't pass out. And she said as soon as the cameras cut, like she literally hit the ground and was like screaming for like help and had an overwhelming massive panic attack.
Wow.
And she said it came from the place of the fact that like her whole life she wanted to be a singer, she wanted to win a Grammy, and that she had accomplished everything she wanted to,
right?
But she felt like she had to keep doing more, and the demands on her were too much, and that she couldn't deal with it, and she had a mini mental breakdown. Ooh. And I just want to say, girl, I am so sorry. I met her when she came and did Music Fest 2016?
Yeah.
I think it was 2016. She was super, super nice, so I'm sorry she's had to struggle with that. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had a better picture with her too, by the way.
Oh, was yours bad?
Mine was bad. I actually got to perform that year or whatever, and so then I was just kind of wearing what I wore. So it was just bad. I just looked like death.
I was pregnant, so I was very sweaty in my picture. Also, Hailey Bieber, she revealed that her and Justin have one rule in their marriage, and that's no phones in bed.
That's smart.
And I think that's a solid rule. There's a lot of people that used to have the rule no television in the bedroom because that way it would force conversation.
Right.
And like intimacy with your partner, you know what I mean? But like, I'm gonna be real. I love Boo Bear, but have you ever fallen asleep to the warm glow of your phone while you play Toy Blast for hours?
Toy Blast, dude. We're talking Family Feud over here. What's up?
Oh, Toy Blast is like my secret like obsession. I get those screen notification reminders, and it's like, you spent 22 hours on Toy Blast this week. And
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, that's very embarrassing. And then finally, we might get some Baby Yoda spinoffs.
There you go.
So the CEO for Disney yesterday was doing an earnings call, which is basically where like they talk to all the people that like have money invested in Disney and blah, blah, blah. And he said that season 2 of The Mandalorian is coming, but that they think it's going to lead to spinoffs. They're introducing some new characters that they specifically want to use for spinoffs in the future.
Right. It's really weird because Baby Yoda doesn't speak. So they're going to have to figure something else around that.
He doesn't need to speak.
Well,
he's so adorable. I just want to stare at him.
He's got to do something. Yeah, but
the memes speak for him.
It's just going to be him for 30 minutes, and you can just stare at him for 30
minutes. Just imagine just a sea of Baby Yodas just looking at you with their adorable little eyes. That's what I want to dream about every night. And I'm Liz, and that's your E on the Q. Also, something I want to dream about, though, is not paying so much money in interest on my credit card debt. And with Lightstream, they can totally make that a reality because it's easy to do a credit card consolidation loan from Lightstream because rates are much lower with them. It's 5 5.95% APR with AutoPay. That's where it starts out, which is much lower than the national average interest rate on credit cards, which is over 20% APR. You can get a loan from $5,000 all the way up to $100,000 with absolutely no fees, and you can even get your money as soon as the same day you apply. And Lightstream believes people with good credit deserve a better loan experience, and that is exactly what they deliver. And for everyone that's listening right now, you can actually get a special interest rate discount and save even more. And the only way to get this discount is to go to lightstream.com/Liz. That's light, LIGHT, stream, STREAM.com/Liz. It is subject to credit approval, and rate includes a 0.5% AutoPay discount. Terms and conditions apply, and offers are subject to change without notice. But you can visit lightstream.com/Liz for more info. So totally check it out. It's a credit card consolidation loan, and that's from lightstream.com/Liz.
Hi, it's Fran Drescher with
The number one hit music station, Q1075. Q1075, the number one hit music station. Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning. This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show
on Q1075.
Charlie Puth.
He's the man.
What's good, y'all? This is Post Malone.
Getting my adrenaline going.
Hey, this is Logic.
I want to get that.
This is The Q. Wake up, Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
This is the world famous WHBQ FM, Germantown, Memphis. It's the Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
The sound of Memphis. Q107.5. Memphis.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
This is the world famous WHBQ
FM.
Germantown, Memphis. Laddie and Liz, the Q Morning Show.
On Q107.5.
Good morning, Memphis. Good morning, Liz.
Morning. It's 8:01 and 36 degrees. High today is 39. Low is 30. The weather excitement's going to happen around 4 to 5 this afternoon. As you're driving home, we have our chance for snow flurries. The thing is, though, is it's still going to be pretty warm when those snow flurries fall. So they're going to be pretty to look at, but they're probably not going to stick to the ground. So no snowflakes, snow angels, or anything like that. But what is going to happen is it is going to make the ground wet. And then we get colder temperatures after the snow moves out.
Boo.
So there's a really good chance tomorrow morning is going to be icy.
Boo.
So go ahead now, plan ahead for that. Maybe leave early tomorrow. And just make sure you stay bundled up.
Coming up at 8:25, Show Me Your Cocktail. Our friends from Whiskey Jacks are going to be coming in here. But coming up in 3 minutes, we need the truth, Mid-South. We need the truth. What do you admit that you were bad at?
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Posty. Run away while we're running in circles. Run away, run away, run away.
Post Malone live. Get all the Post Malone concert info
At Q1075.
That's it, really?
What's going on, guys? This is Post Malone.
Hey everyone, it's Megan Trainor. It's Phoebe Rexa, and you're listening to Q1075 Memphis.
Check this out, Chuck. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
now. Q1075.
Goodbye for us.
The number one hit music station, Q1075, Laddie and Liz in the morning.
It's 8:05 and 36 degrees.
And Liz, it's time to us to admit what we're bad at. 375-1075. I can admit it. I'm grown. I'm older. And I can admit that I am horrible at video games. And if anybody...
That's surprising. I feel like you would be like into video games.
I grew up with them. I know how to play them. I am horrible at them. So this weekend or whatever, I was playing video games with me and my girlfriend. We had like a low-key weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, we decided I have this older, it's like a Super Nintendo little console thing. So we play some games on there, play Street Fighter.
Oh, nice.
She beat me. I mean, beat the brakes off me. And I'm like, what's going on over here? And I'm trying, like really
You're trying. Your
I'm
best,
trying.
yeah.
And all my guy friends know. They're probably laughing right now listening and being like, dude, Laddie's horrible at them. All the Call of Duties I play, horrible at. My girlfriend beats me at Street Fighter. And then we even went to the rec room. You know the rec room they got out there?
Yeah, I've been out there, yeah.
Dude, they have video games all over the place.
Yeah.
So, of course, you know what she wanted to play?
What?
Street Fighter.
Because she wanted to beat you again, yeah.
And guess what?
She won.
Twice.
Ah.
Guess how many times we played?
How many?
2.
Oh.
Even worse. They have like the car game.
Yeah.
I go get in the car game in the seat, and guess what? She beats me at that as well.
Yeah.
All my guy friends know. I'm horrible at them.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at video games.
That's understanding, though. So,
And I can admit it, though.
I played like Super Nintendo in the 90s or whatever.
Sure.
And once Nintendo 64 came out and you could turn all the way around,
Yeah.
I was out. I can't play video games either. Like, that's too much potential.
Right.
How do you not get lost if you can turn around in the world, you know?
That's what I'm saying.
I need left and right.
Right. Well, of course. 375-1075. What do you admit that you're bad at? What do you, Liz? You got to admit, what are you bad at?
Man, just being an adult in general. Like,
That's
I
too
forget.
broad. Break it down.
I'll break it down. I forget to get the oil changed in my car.
You forget your hair appointment.
I forget when I schedule things and show up at the wrong time for things constantly.
Right.
I am bad at remembering to clean the fridge out. I think I've got a jar of pickles that expired in 2006 sitting in there. Okay, that's a little dramatic. I've only lived there since 2014. But like,
that doesn't.
my mom, every time my mom comes to visit, the first thing she does is she goes to my refrigerator, sighs, and gets a trash bag. And she's like, baby, you know that these expire. You can't have expired condiments in the fridge.
Sure.
And so that's probably where I'm the worst. It's like
You're
things
just
that
you're a bad adult.
Yeah, like things that you're supposed to somehow just do. I don't do.
Like what? Like name one.
You know.
Do you do laundry?
Oh, I can do laundry.
Do you clean the house?
Well, Boo Bear does that.
Okay, that's a bad adult. You got to clean the house.
Yeah,
girl.
I know. I'm just like.
At least on your own, at least once, right?
When I lived alone, I mean, it stayed clean, but like Boo Bear's good at like bleaching things, but he knows like when not to use bleach,
Sure.
and then I don't.
Right.
So like I'll accidentally bleach clothes and get holes in them, and he'll be like, baby, you can't put bleach on that. And I'll be like, but it said safe for whites. Okay, yeah, this was a black shirt.
Oh.
Like, I destroy everything. I lose shoes. I have so many left shoes and I don't have the right shoe.
Right.
Where's the right shoe? I don't know. I don't know, laddie. I just learned what a deductible was 2 years ago, and I'm almost 30.
What are you, 12?
Come
on.
I missed all these classes on how to be a functioning adult.
What about you, Mid-South? 375-1075. It's time to suck it up. It's time to suck it up. It's time to admit, what are you bad at?
Forget you and you and you. I hate. This is Charlie Puth.
He's the man.
What's good, y'all? This is Post Malone.
Getting my adrenaline going.
Hey, this is Logic.
I want to get that.
This is The Q.
up and throw attention.
The number one hit music station, Q1075, Laddie and Liz in the morning.
It's 8:12 and 36 degrees.
We got to admit it. We got to admit sometimes we're just not good at everything in this world.
Yeah.
When you got to admit it. 375-1075. What can you admit that you're bad at? I'm just horrible at video games. I'm bad. I always thought I was going to be somewhat good at them until I get beat by 11-year-olds online in other countries, and then they talk mad trash to me about it, and there's nothing I can do because we're playing Call of Duty, and they basically killed like 15 people, and I killed like negative people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a bad deal.
You know, not in video game world though. That would be a positive attribute for you.
Hey,
so.
Absolutely. The other thing, I can admit this too. My girlfriend's gonna hate this too, but you signed up for it, girl. But cooking certain things on the stove that involve grease.
Oh.
I am scared to death.
You don't want that splatter getting on you.
I'm scared I'm going to burn something. I'm not going to because I don't hardly do it. But it's just like sometimes it gets
pops.
on you. Yeah.
And
then you're like, ugh. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. Is this that much grease there? And then I have to take it out and put it in the jar. You know, you got to have the grease jar, you know?
On the reels, I can't cook chicken or pork because there's not a color indicator. I can cook beef all day long.
What do you mean a color indicator?
Because beef changes colors.
Yeah.
That's how you know when it's done.
No, dude, you have the thermometer you stick in there to let you know when it's done.
That's too complicated. So like I don't ever cook chicken or pork, and this is so sad. Before I met Boo Bear, my mom, she lives in North Carolina, and she comes to visit me about 3, maybe 4 times a year, right?
Right.
And every time she would visit me, she would go and buy 2 bags of skinless chicken breasts, and she would pre-cook them for me, put them in Ziploc baggies, and put them in my freezer, so I just had to heat them up.
Dude, you are 12 years old.
I know. I can barely function.
375-1075.
I'm bad at so many things.
What are you bad at? You got to admit you're bad at something. I mean, look.
I'm bad at matching, too. Look at me. I'm wearing all black today. By the way, we're live on Facebook.
But that's because you get dressed in the dark,
No, I literally do. I'm wearing all black. I have a black shirt on, black leggings, and then I have like I'm going to call it like a burnt cinnamon cardigan, and then navy bright blue shoes. That'll match. I don't even know. I can't get... I'm not limber enough to throw my leg up to the camera right now without making a fool of myself. I'm going to try, though. Oh, no, definitely not limber enough.
No, video games I'm horrible at. Cooking certain stuff on the stove I am horrible at. And I mean, I think that's pretty much it.
But you can cook chicken, right?
I can cook chicken, all that stuff.
Good.
That's the whole deal. Is like now I know that they have these thermometers that you put into any kind of meat, and you're like, all right, and you get to a certain temperature. Like pork needs to cook at 145.
Oh, I had no idea.
Hands down. That's the inside of it. Yeah, but and then you can use it for any other kind of meat. So like,
I gave myself food poisoning one time from cooking like chicken. And I didn't cook it all the way. And so I just have like this overwhelming paranoia. Like even after I cook chicken.
So you don't even take it out and cut it to see?
Well, no. So like I thought, I don't know, maybe it was just old. Who knows? Who knows exactly what went down? I don't know what transpired to lead to the events that happened.
No, Liz.
But I know I ate chicken, and then I know I got really sick for about 4 days, right? And so I even now, I'll get so paranoid that even when it's cooked chicken, like I know someone else cooked it and I trust them, I'll still put it in the microwave for some extra time. So you never want to eat chicken at my house because it's so dry and disgusting. Like
I hope you have tons of barbecue sauce. I hope you have tons of something to like mask that nastiness.
Yeah, you know, I try, but like it's
so you're just bad. You're bad at cooking.
Bad at cooking.
You're just bad at being an adult, Liz.
I'm bad at cleaning. I'm bad at paying bills that are less than $12.
Yeah, we're all bad at that.
But like it's those little bills where it's like you went to the doctor, but then you like got labs, and then I forget that they're 2 separate bills, like 2 separate entities.
Right.
So I'll pay the one on time, and then the next thing you know, I go into collections because I didn't pay like a $7 bill. You know, like.
See, now I'm good at going in collections.
Yeah,
I'm really good at
that.
That's one thing I will win and beat everybody out. What about you, Mid-South 375-1075? What can you admit that you are bad at?
The near-perfect fusion of musical eloquence and verbal flatulence.
The Q Morning Show.
On Q1075.
Remember the words you told me, love me till the day I die. Surrender my
Memphis.
Chop. You are now tuned in to the most phenomenal stations of all time.
Now, Q107.5.
The number one hit music station, Q107.5, Laddie and Liz in the morning.
It's 8:20 and 36 degrees.
We have to admit it. Sometimes we're just horrible at life, horrible at doing a lot of things. Liz, we just found out you're horrible at just being an adult.
I can't cook. I can't clean. I can't pay my bills on time. I'm basically worthless. I'm very good, though, at watching Netflix and sitting on my bottom.
I am horrible at cooking certain things. I am horrible at video games, but I'm fantastic at getting my bills and collections. That's great, too. 375-1075. Shelby, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Shelby, where are you calling from today?
I'm coming from Collierville.
Collierville! All right, girl. What are you horrible at that you can admit?
I am horrible at remembering to keep it with my oil change in my car.
Girl, preach that lifestyle. I feel that.
Yeah, I will go like 10,000 miles past overdue and finally realize I'm due for an oil change.
One time I was driving and I was like, why does my car sound like a roller coaster? You know, that click, 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 click.
Yes.
And so I took it to the auto mechanic and they're like, when is the last time you had your oil changed? And I was like, and they were like, please tell me it's not the sticker. And I was like, crazy whoa past due.
Right.
And that's why it sounded all clicky.
True story. I was 19 years old. I was working at a full service gas station right there at Poplar in Germantown, and this lady comes in with a smoking brand new Land Rover, brand new. And a full service gas station, we check the oil, the air, and all the gas and all that kind of jazz in your car. Her whole car's smoking. We go, oh my God, what's happening to it? We open it up. We do a little bit of research. We find out she had no oil in her car.
Oh, no.
She says, I didn't know you had to put oil in the car.
It happens to the best of us,
and that's
though.
an $80,000 automobile. And this lady didn't know how to put oil in it? Come on, man.
Blue Bear will get mad because I forget to get gas. There's been a couple times where I've literally ran out of gas. And he's like, baby, how did that happen? And I'm like, well, because you always put gas in the car. I stopped thinking about it. And he's like, baby, it goes ding, ding. And I said, well, I thought that the trunk was just open. And he was like, baby, why would you drive with the trunk open? And I was like, I mean, I didn't think it was that important. I don't know.
Shelby, you're not alone. You're not alone on this. I promise you. You know why? Because I figured out the problem, Liz. Is you get your oil changed, they put the little sticker on there, and it says, all right, in the next 3,000, 5,000 miles, whatever, you get your oil changed. Well, the problem is the thing doesn't stick up there all the time, and if there's condensation somewhere, it falls down, it hits your floorboard, and then it gets stuck to the bottom of your shoe. And then next thing you know, you're like, where is that thing? You're like, I don't know the last time. It's a bad.
I guess it's
You're
not
the
too.
only
I'll
one.
just keep rolling through.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Shelby, thanks for the call.
You're welcome. Thank you.
You got it. And coming up here in just a few minutes, show us your cocktail with our friends from Whiskey Jack's.
Look. You guys are funny. You're weird.
Laddie and Liz, the right dose of meds for your morning commute.
Q1075.